Welcome. It's Vlog Thursday again. It's actually Friday because I forgot. Related to that, I asked, what would you like me to talk about on Vlog Thursday? My cutie responded that she would like me to talk about ADHD and attention disorder. That's a great subject, especially considering I do struggle with it from time to time. In the beginning, as a young child, I didn't find it very difficult to focus on things because I was mostly focused on impressing my parents and being a really good kid. In school, I found stuff easy because I wanted to pay attention. I had a vested interest in my mind in being very good. It was rewarding and fun to be lauded for all of my achievements. Got straight A's, in some grades anyway, and that's because it really mattered to me. One of the common misconceptions about ADHD is that it's a complete lack of attention, and it's not. People with ADHD hyperfocus, and I definitely feel this. If I'm interested in something, I zero in on that, and I pay a lot of attention. And I will focus on it until it's complete, or until I burn myself out with it. This can be good and bad, because it's great if you hyperfocus a lot, and on important things. But if there are important things that are not fun, with ADHD you can find it very difficult to even come close to focusing on them. One way I do this is by breaking tasks into smaller tasks so that they seem like they will be easy to get a reward from. That's one life hack that works for me. Another way is by making lists of things that are simple to do. If I break the tasks down and make a list of those tasks, then I can knock those tasks down one at a time and then see the rewards really quickly. And that helps me motivate myself. Another thing is rejection dysphoria, and I feel this one a lot. I found other people with ADHD who I've talked to feel that one too, where any form of rejection whatsoever is taken very, very harshly. This makes taking criticism really hard too, especially in a public setting, which I ran into with Victoria recently. She wanted to bring up simple about how things were getting done or not getting done around the house. I didn't want to talk about it, so I shut her down. I was feeling very attacked at the time, even though it wasn't a very serious conversation to her. And I know that my own feelings in that situation don't really reflect reality, but it definitely feels real to me at the time. So that's something that I've always struggled with throughout my life. Always suspecting that other people don't approve of me and always feeling like rejection is a very huge deal. Another example is that I've never really asked anyone out in my whole life. I usually wait for people to notice me. That's just my fear being so great that it's paralyzing. It's amazing that I ever go out with anyone because really I find it that hard to make a move. By the same token, I'm very personable and I put myself out there. Sometimes I'm able to put my rejection dysphoria aside and actually communicate and have fun. I have a lot of fun. I can be very personable. In fact, I can be very intense, too intense at first. Because the counter to rejection dysphoria is also like euphoria. One of the other symptoms mentioned in some articles is, in general, emotion being more intense, like either positive or negative. I feel like I go through that roller coaster of feelings throughout the year, and I've come to expect it so much that even the lows are not that much of a big deal for me. They can be draining or they can make me feel a bit empty, but they can also be melancholy. Sometimes they can be like intense lows, so it's really weird. As you can tell, my thoughts on this are a little bit meandering. This self-reflection is really hard, especially when my perspective all comes from my brain and how it works. Comparing it to how other people's brains work is very difficult, especially when nobody really talks about these things in detail. So I hope that sheds a little bit of light on how I think and why I react the way I do to certain things. Thanks for coming, and have a happy